Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to my dearest lecturer, Dr. Aina. My name is SOFIYYA ZULAYKHA BINTI EDHAM, and today I would like to present about the article critique on the future of leadership, how conflict resolution elevates teamship. The article by Kwame Christian, The Future of Leadership, How Conflict Resolution Elevates Teamship, explore how leadership is evolving from a model of authority and control toward one based on human connection and emotional understanding. Christian introduces the concept of teamship, which emphasizes a participative approach where every team members share responsibility and emotional sensitivity and problem-solving roles. He suggests that the most effective leaders are those who can manage conflict with empathy and negotiate respectfully and lead with self-awareness, especially in times of uncertainty and cultural diversity. Essentially, Christian reminds us that the future of leadership is not about the power over people, but about the power with people, building teams that function on trust, emotional connection, and collaboration. Why emotional intelligence matters is because Christian idea of teamships connect directly with what we know from emotional intelligence research. Emotional intelligence focuses on a leader's ability to understand, manage, and use emotion effectively in themselves and in others. Moreover, studies show that emotionally intelligent leaders are far better at building trust, resolving conflict, and creating psychologically safe environments where people feel valued and heard. Similarly, research by Barnes et al. Finds that ethical and adaptive leaders foster a long-term organizational trust, while Perman Graham demonstrate that experiential learning can enhance a leader's emotional sensitivity and conflict management skills. So we can see that both teamship and emotional intelligence point towards the same goal, developing leaders who lead through empathy, ethics, and adaptability. Together, Christian, teamship, and the broader research on emotional intelligence redefine what leadership means in today's world. Modern leadership is less about control and command and more about connection and collaboration. The true leader of tomorrow is the emotional intelligent leader, someone who leads with empathy, who values inclusivity, and who practices ethical self-awareness in every decision. This approach transforms conflict into cooperation and hierarchy into harmony, allowing teams not just to perform, but to truly flourish. As Christian work and the global evidence show that the strongest organization of the future will be led not by authority, but by those who can connect emotionally, ethically, and authentically with the people they serve. I agree with Kwame Christian's view that conflict resolution is at the core of modern leadership. Christian argued that the most effective leaders are those who can manage disagreement with empathy and transform it into understanding, and research support this. According to Song et al., emotional intelligence and conflict management skills mediate the relationship between leadership behavior and team performance. This means that leaders who can handle emotion constructively build stronger, more creative, and more cohesive teams. Conflict, therefore, isn't something to avoid, it's a leadership opportunity to strengthen collaboration and trust. Emotional intelligence is what allows leaders to understand both their own emotions and those of others. Emotional intelligence helps leaders stay calm under stress, communicate clearly, and respond flexibly when conflict arises. Emotional intelligence leaders don't react impulsively, instead they listen, reflect, and adapt. These emotional controls earn them credibility and trust. People naturally follow leaders who are fair, composed, and compassionate. In short, emotional intelligence is what turns ordinary managers into respected and responsive leaders. Next, emotional intelligence also underpins ethical leadership. Research found that emotional intelligence leaders are more likely to act with integrity, fairness, and honesty. These leaders make decisions that respect others, creating work environments where people feel valued and treated equally. When employees perceive that their leaders are guided by fairness, they become more loyal and more willing to cooperate. So, emotional intelligence not only improves relationships, it builds moral credibility and trust within the organization. Another important point is that emotional intelligence can be taught and developed. Research shows that through teamwork projects, role-play, and reflective learning, leaders can learn to respond more thoughtfully to emotional and interpersonal challenges. These kind of activities strengthen empathy, self-awareness, and conflict management skills. So emotional intelligence isn't a personality trait, it's a leadership skills that can grow with training and experience. This means every leader has the potential to become more emotionally and ethically effective. Finally, research from different countries and industry provides strong real-world support for Christian teamship concept. Research found that emotionally intelligent leaders reduce workplace tension and improve teamwork across diverse cultural settings. This aligns perfectly with Christian global vision of leadership, one that emphasizes collaboration, empathy, and shared purpose. Around the world, organizations are discovering that leadership built on emotional intelligence and teamship creates stronger relationships, better performance, and greater harmony. Ultimately, the leaders of tomorrow will not be those who command, but those who connect. Now, the first recommendation is include emotional intelligence in training. It's important that emotional intelligence become part of leadership development programs, both in organizations and universities. When leaders are trained to be more self-aware and empathetic, they can better manage their emotion and handle conflict more effectively. As the research suggests, emotional intelligence training helps leaders develop compassion and stronger interpersonal relationships, which are crucial for creating positive work environment. The second recommendation is leaders should practice ethical and adaptive leadership. This means being fair, transparent, and flexible when managing teams, especially during time of change. According to research, ethical and adaptive leaders build trust, make balanced decisions, and create a sense of stability that strengthens teamwork. The last recommendation is improving communication and collaboration skill is key to reducing conflict and enhancing cooperation. Leaders need to actively listen, empathize, and communicate clearly to create a psychological safety within teams. As research emphasized that good communication transforms potential conflict into productive teamwork and shared understanding. In conclusion, Kwame Christian's idea of teamship is strongly supported by global research. Emotional intelligence and conflict resolution are proven to help leaders create trust, fairness, and innovation in their organization. In the future, leaders will not succeed through authority or control, but through empathy, understanding, and cooperation. These qualities define the true essence of modern leadership and ensure success in a diverse and connected world. That's all from me. Thank you so much, Dr. Aina, for your time.